What's up, guys? So, I've been doing a lot of thinking about the Byrna CL launcher, and sorry to disappoint some of you guys, but I am passing altogether on that launcher. There's quite a few reasons why I'm actually passing on it. First off, I still love Byrna products. But with this launcher, what they did, and this is my opinion only, I don't know if this was their intent, which when you guys hear what I had to say, my thoughts, my own opinion on this, it may sound like it is their intent to do this. I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm going by based on their videos and looking up close and what I could find on the internet, kind of like Less Lethal for Dummies, what he did. Although he probably found a lot more than I found on the internet about him. But the bottom line is they want $549 for the Byrna CL. That's a little too much price for one thing. Another thing is they're advertising it for 41 joules, which it's not going to be no 41 joules, okay? I've asked Byrna way before they even came out with the LE if they ever planned on making a launcher that had higher joules like other launchers people are modifying for home defense, and they said no because they don't want people getting hurt with that much firepower. Now, the number one reason I'm passing on that, other than the price, and while we're talking about the price, $549, I believe it was listed at the Byrna Compact Launcher CL. The Grimberg carry right now is, I believe, $649. So we're looking at like $100, give or take, difference. With the Grimberg carry, using 8 grams CO2. If you guys didn't see that video I made today, check it out. I got 36 joules the first shot, okay? With the stock barrel that comes with it. But that's not the reason I'm passing on the Byrna CL. The reason I'm passing on the Byrna CL is, these are the reasons why. One, I noticed that the bore size is smaller. I can't remember exactly offhand. I believe it's 0.61. That muzzle, or the barrel, it's not going to be no longer a 0.68 projectile that we can use with our other Byrna products, as well as our other 0.68 cal launchers. So in order, for example, I have 1,000 rounds, probably more than that, unopened jars of Byrna Kinetics 0.68 cals, right? I will not be able to use those in the Byrna CL because the bore size is much smaller. Now, I feel that Byrna did this. Now, this is only my opinion from what I could gather by like a minute and 30-second video, and in what Byrna wrote showing us two different sizes next to one another. And this and that. I feel they did that for a marketing scheme for two reasons. One, it's been no secret. Byrna has known for an extremely long time, ever since the HD model came out, and well into the LE and well into the SD launcher, that everyone, especially they see the videos on YouTube, they know that we're using other 68 caliber rounds in those Byrnas. Now, this is a theory of mine, okay? There's nothing to back this up. Byrna didn't say anything. This is all a theory that I'm gathering. That I didn't want to post with this video with this, but someone's got to come out and say it. I feel in order for them to prevent using non-Byrna products such as pepper rounds and kinetics in the Byrna CL, that's the reason why they came out with the .61 projectile. They could have did 50 caliber, but everyone knows there's many people who sell 50 caliber rounds, as well as .68 caliber rounds. You guys following me? So, as their way to eliminate that, and again, it's just a theory, they came out with the CL compact launcher, okay, with .61 caliber round, because now you're forced to buy their product, their projectiles and their pepper rounds. And it's almost like they know that no one else is going to bother to make those rounds because it'd be pointless. When they can make a 68 cal round, like we see all the time, newer ones out there, different ones. And we can use those in all of our 68 cal launchers, right? So I think that was an intentional design. Again, just a theory of mine, my own opinion. Over the years, knowing how Byrna does, they'll void your warranty if they know you're using different projectiles and everything else. And by all means, it's their right to do what they want to their product. It is just like you take any company out there that makes their launchers. It's their right to, 100% is absolutely their right to design it where you have to use their projectiles in it, right? But I think that's very unfair to Byrna Nation out there to have done that. Now, I noticed in that video, minute and 30 seconds, I paused it when they showed, I thought it was the LE, but it was actually the SD, the black SD and the orange Byrna CL compact, right? They showed the barrel side by side. Now, they did not need to make that barrel that small for it to be compact, because the CO2, obviously this is the Grimberg. Matter of fact, we'll use the broken one. Where the CO2 is, it's the same size for 8 gram CO2. And up here, where the barrel is for their new size, 0.61, it was smaller. They could have made it still with that, I believe. And for that reason, I'm no longer interested. I waited like 3 years for that thing to come out. I was ready to buy it. And that right there, for the reasons I just mentioned, I'm done. I don't want that launcher. I have a feeling that's going to end up being a limited edition because they're not going to be able to sell a lot of them in mass production. It's going to be something like the EP. It kicked off, everyone liked it, and then they quit selling them because sales slowed down, and then the SD and LEs, those sales boosted. I got a feeling, that's my prediction, what's going to happen with this Byrna CL compact launcher. You know, now, in fairness, a lot of you are probably thinking, and if you're not, I'm going to use this for an example. And this is nothing against Grimberg. For one thing, this is going to be your number one true compact EDC, less lethal LTL launcher for 2025, in my opinion. That's going to be 68 caliber. That holds 5 rounds. Now, with that said, you know, one can argue Grimberg took the Jewel V2, V3's magnetic to use in here. So the only projectiles you can use in here is the V2, V3s, 8 grams, right? Because it's got the magnetic and there's no detents. But you know what? That does not bother me at all. And here's the reason why. Those V2, V3s, I can use in any 68 caliber launcher. Any one, even if it's not their brand, I can use those same jewel rounds in other launchers. So you guys see where I'm going with this? That Byrna CL, I don't want nothing to do with it. That's going to, also the magazines, they're not, I don't have one here, they're not the same as the SDs, where the SD, HD, EP all fit the LE. They're not compatible. So how much are those magazines going to be? And how much is the ammo going to be? How much are the pepper rounds going to be? See, I look at things from multiple perspectives before I splurge and I buy, or more like finance to get it. And all of those are a big red flag for me as a consumer. Now, I'm not trying to sit here and tell you guys do not go buy Byrna products. I'm the last guy that's going to tell you guys that, because I love Byrna. I put this thing through hell. If this was able to still work, if I didn't take it apart, this thing has been through hell and back, it'd still be shooting. Byrna makes a hell of a product, and I'll still buy Byrna. But I'll only buy the Byrna products that are .68 cal. I will not, absolutely not buy that new, I'm going to go ahead and call it a limited edition because it's probably what it's going to be. I am not buying that. They want 550. I don't know what Grimberg is going to sell whenever their Solstice comes out. But the way I see it, I'd rather save that, hold on to that 550. And if I didn't already have a carry, I'd go get the carry. Or like what I'm going to do now is that 550, I'm going to save that 550. And I'm going to put that towards the Solstice when that comes out. Because guess what? From my understanding, a while back they put out a video, Grimberg, where the Solstice is supposedly, although they did say that the design may change to somewhat, they're not sure. But they're expecting it to look similar to the carry, and it's going to have a magazine. And if I understood the video correctly, I may be wrong. If I understood that short video they made, it's going to be just like the Byrna, or more like the TCR, I should say. First pull activates it, and the second pull fires. So I'd rather take that Byrna CL money, put it to the side, and like I said, either get another one of these carries or put that toward the Solstice when that comes out. That's where I stand right now with Byrna. I'm a little disappointed, to be honest with you. I'm actually very disappointed because I was looking forward, like most of you, wanting that. And Byrna just went and screwed that up. Will we ever know what the real reason was behind that? Probably not. Maybe one day it'll come out. Who knows? But I'm going to go ahead and say, you guys will not see that Byrna CL on my channel for the reasons I had just mentioned. And if you're just watching this when it premieres, I highly recommend watching it from the beginning to the end. That's all I got for that, guys. If you guys are looking for a compact launcher, think about those rounds before. Think about that caliber for the Byrna CL before you go out and buy it. Because you got to remember, once you buy it, you cannot return it. They will not refund you for it. They won't. They'll say it was used, the box was open, there goes your refund. So what you should be asking yourselves is, one, if you're new to less lethal or if you're already into less lethal. Is there going to be any other companies anytime soon coming out with .61 caliber rounds? And I'm not talking about homemade rounds. I'm talking about actual rounds from businesses. Furthermore, am I going to be able to get better pepper rounds that are more durable than Byrna's to fit in there? Is a company going to sell those? Short answer, probably not no time soon. Why? Why would a company make a special caliber round when it may not even sell? And if it does, they're not going to get their money back in return. And also, why would a company do a special size like that? Aside from Byrna, I'm talking about where maybe stuff is better and cheaper, and more weight and less weight, like a lot of you guys out there like. Why would they go and do that for probably the only launcher that will ever be on the market will be the Byrna CL that's .61 caliber? Ask yourselves that. Matter of fact, leave those comments. I would really love to know. So I'm done with this video, you guys. You know where I stand. You will not, sorry to disappoint, you're not going to see the Byrna CL on my channel. That I'm still a Byrna fan, but I'm not a fan of that new launcher. Like, share, subscribe, and as always, guys, stay 511.